Yo internet, what's going good? Welcome back to the Jongravesshow, and I'm gonna make this review of My Hero really quickly. That, and also I got a few episodes to catch up on. So let's talk about 35. Well, in quick detail. Basically, episode 35, we continue on with the whole student versus teacher business, and the two teams in this one. Number one, which basically we have Tokiyama and Asahi versus Ectoplasm. And basically, to kind of cut through all of the nitty gritty, they kind of drop the hints that, or at least they kind of finally inform the students that, yeah, these are basically, number one, they are to cover their weaknesses or things in which that they have a problem with. Namely, this Tokuyama fight kind of goes around the fact that he's not necessarily a long, he's not a close range fighter. His problem is that he heavily relies on Dark Shadow to the point to where that once they get past that, he really has no other defense. So that's kind of a problem for him, which is kind of why he was sort of teamed up with Asahi, because again, she's a perfect support. And also, she knows the full extent of her quirk, or pretty much she's one of the few students who does know how to perfectly use her quirk, basically on the level of Bakugo, like at this point. So yeah, like that's kind of why they were teamed up. And Ectoplasm was their teacher because, again, for a guy who can make copies of himself, or at least up to 30 copies of himself, he's gonna get close to you. So somehow they do get a win in, but not necessarily because of them necessarily kind of overcoming their weaknesses, or in this case, Tokoyama overcoming his weakness. It's more or less the fact of them just kind of getting those cuffs on him, So they went through that one. On to fight number 2. So I didn't talk about this fight really, but this is basically Ida and also Ojoro versus Power Loader. It goes the way you think it does. They both basically win like with a pretty cool team attack that I'm not gonna shit on. So yeah, good luck to them. The second battle is of Shoto and Momo versus Aizawa. And basically the crux of this little battle was that, well, since the festival, Momo kind of really hasn't been like in the place to kind of really be the leader, because at this point she's kind of relying on other people, because even though she's a capable leader, she's top of the class, and also on top of that, like, she's a really good hero with a really good ability, and basically she has the smarts smarts to use it. Technically, since her power is a creation, and she can technically create conventional weapons like out of anything, or she can create something inside of something else. Technically, she should be like one of the most versatile heroes out there, like hero or sidekick or whichever. But because of the whole Shoto thing, and Midoriya and Bakugo and everybody else kind of doing better stuff than her, them kind of having like all these more explosive wins and having all these more explosive plans, she's kind of not in the realm of I want to give out plans. And you see that even here, like with the Shoto thing, and of course Aizawa does his usual thing of planting seeds and everything. Of first Shoto kind of saying, well, no, this is the plan, we got to do this and do that. He said he sets the groundwork, or at least the foundation, to kind of get all this cool stuff going, to kind of know when he's coming. But Momo was basically the one, once things kind of calmed down and Shoto got free and everything, he she kind of gave it 100 and actually kind of thought up a pretty good plan. However, a lot of their plan also kind of worked in the end, because they did actually capture Aizawa, but most of that plan kind of only worked because Aizawa was a big ass softy, and he just let them win, even though Momo actually made the biggest mistake of all Well, like and she did have like the cool microfiber steel and everything, and also on top of that, she also had the little crossbow. Like, all that was perfect, but I think Aizawa, he just let them do it because, you know, like, he kind of wants the students to succeed, you know, and he kind of gave his own little silly explanation as to why, like, that necessarily happened. It's like, come on, man. That's not the reason. Like, you just let them do that. But that is how this one ends, though. And I'll see you on the next Jongravesshow. Keep watching anime, keep playing video games. The next few episodes today will be up in a little bit. I'm out.